Good evening, everybody. Man, I'm seeing all kind of people on here. Let me look back here. Check out all my comments that I have so far. See, I see Mike Hallmark on here. Ain't time yet, brother, but it is now. Terry Landry, how you doing? JT's all outdoors. Gonna miss this one, but we are still in a lake. The stripers are hitting topwater. Got you. All right, brother. Heidi Clark, how you doing? I'm going to answer your question a little more. I got it written on my sheet that you typed in for the video. I'm sorry, I'm reading over here, guys. This screen's a little bit quicker. Let's see. Terry Landry, Creekwater Crappie Company, how are you doing? Let's see. Blake Hauk, how you doing, my friend? Good to have you on here. Sid Louis, Jackson, Mississippi, how you doing, brother? Let's see. Chad Hilliard, how you doing? Irene, how are you? Here, let me just go over here now because I think I'm catching up. So Irene says, I'm back from my fishing adventure in Lake Palestine. Had a blast, caught lots of slabs. I met up with Irene, and she had a lot of slabs. She was trying to pawn some off on me. I just couldn't take any more. But glad you had a good time out there. Sid Louis, how you doing? I think I said you already, but anyway. Uncle Bill's Crappie Attitude, how you doing, sir? Put you up there so people can see you. Major Brown. So, hey, let's talk about Major Brown for a minute. Major Brown got him a new PB today. I saw it on Facebook. 2.9 pound crappie, 16 and a half inches. Congratulations, my friend. Man, I'm not wearing a hat. I don't know what's going on with me. I just realized that, and I left my other hat in the house. So, anyway, yeah, congrats, Major Brown. That is awesome. Good fish, good size, good weight. See if I got a picture of that handy. Hold on. I'm able to find this. I'll show y'all. I'll brag for Major Brown. There he is. I'm going to show a few things tonight, but there he is. Oh, Major Brown. Are you kidding me? Chicago Bears. Let's see. Where's that picture I just saw you? I'm scrolling through your thing. I can't find it now. Huh. Okay, let me look at one more place. Can't remember what form I saw this on, but I'm pretty sure that's you, Major Brown. I wrote it down. Well, I'm not seeing it, my friend, so I can't show you a picture. Oh, well. Anyway, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Major Brown that caught that fish. I wrote that down, so yeah, that must be him. So congratulations. James Saunders, how you doing? Oh, there he is. Angler Issues. Hey, man, I hadn't seen you in a long time. Good to have you in here, brother. Uncle Bill's Crappie Attitude says he's glad to be here as well. Let me scroll down a little bit. Andy Perry. How's it going, Sarge? I haven't forgotten about the crappie nibble video. I've been at school and left them at home. All right. Yeah, so I think Andy's going to eat one for us. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Yeah, okay, it was Major Brown. Thank you. The picture did do it justice. Hey, Major Brown, send me a link to it on Facebook, and I'll show it to everybody. I just don't know where it is offhand. And so, all right, guys. So a couple things. For those of y'all in Texas, I know we got a lot of people here from not around Texas, but got a couple things happening this weekend and in the near future. This weekend for the Cat Crappie Anglers of Texas, we have a veterans tournament going on this weekend at Lake Lavon. I'm eager to try that. I talked to my wife. It looks like I'm gonna get to do it, and so they're looking for anglers to take out veterans, and so I'm gonna go provide a boat. Hopefully, take a guy out, get him on the fish. I'm hoping that I can follow somebody because I've never been on that lake. I've been across it, but I've never fished it. So this would be a great time to do both. And oh, Major Brown. Okay, I just saw what you said. Hey, give me a second, guys. I'm gonna look up here. Let's see. I want to show y'all Major Brown's fish. Aha, here it is. All right, let me share my screen. All right, look at that. Major Brown's fish. Wish I can zoom this thing in. Pretty good fish. What'd you say again? Let's see, 2.9 pounds, 16.5 inches. 2.9. There's a verification. Look at that. Man, that is a monster. Sweet. Congrats, brother. Congrats. Look back here real quick. Let's see which mine was working out of. Oh, you wish your boat was working. Got you. Caught some pretty good fish. Slab Buster says caught some pretty good fish. Well, you know, I did. Yeah, they were okay, man. They're just, I don't know, man. Lake Palestine is not producing the fish they were last year. I was catching 16 and a half fish. Major Brown, my biggest one is 2.8. Yeah, just under. I had my old scale showed tenths, and so you got a bigger PB than I do, but that's what I was catching last year, and man, I've not even come close to that this year. Not really sure why, but yeah, we caught some good ones. They were 13, 14 inches, not big, but yeah, they worked. And so Mike says I got a tank full of water gas. All right. So anyway, back to the deal. So we got we got a Cat Crappie Anglers of Texas fishing tournament this weekend at Lake Lavon. And if you're in the area, go check out Cat. So Crappie Anglers of Texas. You can find them on Facebook, I believe, and their website, and you can join in there. Then I found out COVID happened, so I was doing those tournaments, and in the past to go in the state finals, you had to do 2 tournaments, and then you're eligible for the state finals. Well, I've only done 1 tournament. Didn't realize they've been doing tournaments again, and so the state finals are October 10th and 11th, 2-day fishing tournament. So looks like I'm going for it. See what happens. I'm pretty excited about that. And then ACC tournament, November 14th. Let me verify that date. Give me 1 second. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Let me look at my calendar. It's November 14th, Saturday. Lake Fork here in Texas. If you guys are in Texas, you want to fish it. We're still getting all the final details ready, but that is the date that's set. And we'll get the registration out there pretty soon. I know I've been trying to get a hold of Dane with Crappie Fishing Fools. We hadn't connected yet. We got to find a couple things out here before we do too much advertising, but that date is set. I think Blake Hauk, if that's still going to happen, Blake Hauk there from Tennessee is going to drive down here or fly down here to Texas. And in fact, you know what? Hold on, Blake. Let me write something down before I forget about it. I got to find us a house. Okay. All right. Trying to get a house going. So he says I'm in. So good. I'm looking forward to it, brother. Get you down here to Texas. I got to fish Tennessee with you. So hopefully we'll get to do some Texas fishing, which on Lake let me think, what was that lake? Watts Bar. Those are some good fish, man. That's what I'm catching down here. So hopefully we'll get some good ones there on Lake Fork as well. But yeah, if you guys are in the area, we'd love to have you. From what I understand, the only rule is you got to fish with an ACC crappie stick. I think you can have a boat with a trolling motor. I don't know. We'll figure it all out. But Andy told me that yes, you got to have an ACC crappie stick to fish it. That's the only rule that he knows that he's told me. So it should be pretty good, and go from there. So. All right, guys. So let's talk about what you guys have fished. I know some of you guys have fished here recently. Let me hear what's going on with your stuff while I'm talking about some other things. But y'all start posting that in the comments. Let me know how the fishing is. You know, September, as you saw my video. Oh my gosh, my cats! I don't know why they get excited when I start talking. You saw my last video. The fish are really starting to hammer here. You know, that day I was fishing which was actually a week ago this past Saturday. I know I saw Frank McKinney down there. That's when the Trump rally was in the boats. That was pretty interesting. And a lot of fish, or a lot of boats. Saw some other video of people that could barely move because the wakes were so bad. But yeah, it looked pretty interesting. But yeah, let me know what you guys are catching on fish. And I'm going out this week, go get another video going, and kind of see how the fish are going. So I had hold on. I was in a class all weekend this past weekend, so I've done 65 hours of training for a security deal, and I'll leave it at that. But don't want to go too much into it. But basically for church on the safety team, and so I've spent 3 solid weekends, 65 hours, 7:30 to 5. And this past weekend was my last one. I'm done. So I haven't had a chance to fish. Hold on, let me stop real quick. Walking on water, buddy. How you doing? Thank you so much. Let me put you up here so people can see you. Thank you so much for the super chat, my friend. Always good to hear from you, brother. Just showing some love. Going to crack this summer and fall transition period this week. Roger that, man. Brother, I appreciate the super chat, man. That always helps out, obviously, with, as you know, staying on the water. And much appreciated. Thank you so much. So that kind of shows you something here, guys. If you look on the bottom under the comments, there's going to be a little $sign deal. That's the super chat button. Not required by any means, but you know what, guys, it does help. And you know, we're going through here, and I'll start getting a bunch of comments as we're talking, and I'm gonna be behind. If you want your comment to pop right up, then that's the way to do it. You can do as low as 99 cents, and it just goes right back into us fishing and having a good old time making videos on the lake. So I appreciate it, my friend. Thank you so much, and y'all check his channel out as well, because he's got some good stuff, and he's growing, and yeah, making it happen, brother. And I'm going to get with you next week because we still got to work on your video. I've just been so busy, man, or on your channel. I've been so busy. I apologize. So, but thank you. Where was I? Oh, fishing. Yeah, I just had that time to fish, guys. It's been crazy. My wife is pretty tired of me moving around. And she asked me Sunday when I got home, she goes, "Are you finished for a while?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm done." So I'll be home for a little bit. So anyway, I'm kind of excited about the slowdown. Pretty fun to not be. You know what? I'm retired, guys, and I got more things to do being retired than I do when I was working. I don't understand. I don't know how I had a life when I was working. Just don't know. But Anyway, okay, let's look at some of your comments real quick. So Andy Perry says, let me make sure I didn't look in. Okay, or missed any. Andy Perry says, went today, was windy, but have noticed water temps dropping, vertical jigged stumps and trees. Rim were hungry, but no crappie. Yeah, that's, you know what? Let me look at something here. I've not even looked at the weather here lately, guys, in my area. Let me just check out. What was your water temperature there, Andy? Just out of curiosity. I know in my last video, we went from like an 88 water temperature to an 81. And let's see, daily. So we're actually going to get down to 60 degrees at night. Wow. Our high is 85. My gosh, it's been over 100. I'm pretty excited about that. So 60s and 70s this week. So that's pretty good. That should help out. Plus, we've had a lot of rain. That's really changed the water temperature. So, you know, and what's neat, guys, is if y'all watch that last video, I'm not sure if I really hit home on the video, but here, I'm going to pull this out real quick, Andy, but thank you so much for commenting. So I went out thinking, okay, it's been raining. So everything here, let me pull up. I'm going to show y'all something here. Let's see. I'm going to show you my lake that I'm fishing. Let me pull a map out of it. See if I can pop this up here, and then all right. Yeah, here we go. So let me share my screen, and I'm just give you an idea what I was thinking here. All right, so this is Lake Palestine. Okay, so northern part, southern part, and so I usually put in, when you're talking about the villages, I'm putting in right here, if you can see that. This little dotted line is the river channel. Oh, well, it's taking its time zooming in. Hold on. Okay, so this little dotted line here is a river channel. So when you get into, let me find this. All right, so from here, basically this line right here, there's a big old giant sandbar right here. But from here up, this is 100% stumps. You can't go 10 feet without hitting a stump. So what happens is the water, this is the Neches River coming through here. So anything that happens north of us, Dallas, anything like that, floods right into this. So where I'm fishing is usually right out in here, in this area. So if you're from my area, you'll figure this out. I'm giving you secrets. So right out on this channel, and then I'll jump into right over in here toward the bottom, and then I do a little bit of fishing right up in here. And then again, there's some more stumps right up in here. During the wintertime, I'll fish this area here. So it just kind of depends on what the wind's doing. There's some places up in here I fish. The wind's coming from the south. I'm going to fish up in here. I'm going to fish over in here or back this direction. But what I did, well, I figured, okay, we got rain coming in. So it's coming in down this river. So this is going to be full. This area right here is going to be full of catfish. So I bypassed it. I went down, fished up in here. I saw a lot of fish, as you saw on the video. But man, I caught one. I caught one out of that. Came back. So when I'm under the bridge fishing, that's right here. So I'm going through here fishing the bridge, and you know what? I never even thought about the fact that river channel goes right under that bridge. Huh. I need to check that. Kind of funny what happens when you look at a map. But anyway, so yeah, I fished the bridge, didn't catch a thing. Came back fishing here. Y'all don't even see that on the video, and didn't catch anything. And finally, I'm like, man, these fish have to be somewhere. So I came right back up here and fished. And from a little section, let me look where I'm at. So about right here, it actually wides out. You can't see it from here, but it kind of wides out. There's two river channels right here. And from this little section right here to this section right here, I limited out. It was amazing. The fish were biting. I figured that's going to be full of catfish because that's what it is. It's out in this direction here. It's about 12 feet deep, 14 feet deep. And here he jumps down to about 26. And I slayed him. It was amazing. Don't remember why I started talking about that, but yeah, that's kind of the Lake Palestine area. When it gets into sand bass season, we'll come up in here in this little river channel, and I'll take my little small boat sometimes, which it's not working now, but get it back going and get up in this area. Man, it is a blast. And then we used to duck hunt right up in here. So there's actually, you can't see them on here, but there's a couple of bridges. There's one right here. There's one underwater here, one underwater here, the one out of the water here. And we'll catch crappie a lot of times there, about 16 feet in that river channel, which is not showing here. But anyway, yeah, that's kind of what we're doing out here in East Texas. So, yeah, let me stop the screen. All right, let me catch up here. We got a few comments. Let's see. Slab Buster says not good here on Neely Henry, but it's got better because the water has gotten cool a little bit. Lots of small ones cannot get much worse. Yeah, trust me, I know that feeling, brother. Okay, I got another super chat here. Let me look. Just showed up. James Saunders, brother, how you doing? Let me pull him up down here. I've got two screens open because this one takes about a minute and a half. It's actually ahead of you guys, so I got to watch it on this side. But thanks for all the great videos. I've learned a lot. Hey, buddy, I appreciate you so much. Thanks for the super chat. As always, it goes back into crappie fishing, brother. So thank you so much, man. So let's jump back up here. Let me find my spot. And it was talking about Slab Buster. Yeah, so that water, the cooler water has definitely helped out here. I still have not found those big guys that I was hitting last year. If you look at my videos from last summer, man, I was catching 16 inch crappie all day long. I'm not catching that this year. I don't know. I don't want to start a rumor, but we do have a lot of new guides on Lake Palestine. I'm hoping that it's not getting depleted, but we'll find out. Maybe it's just a bad year. I don't know. So, yeah. Joseph Thaxton, hope I said that. Macon, Georgia. How you doing, my friend? I had a friend of mine that lived in Macon, Georgia. And, man, it's been a long time. I can't remember who it was. But, yeah, beautiful place. I was stationed out there in Fort Gordon for a while. Enjoyed Georgia. Really did. Let's see. Uncle Bill's crappie attitude says 11 inches of rain. Wow. Lake up to 3 foot pattern change for sure. Yeah. Well, Uncle Bill's, where are you from? I don't remember. I think we talked about this at one point. Was it Waco? You're in Texas, I believe. Let me know. Mike Hallmark says, walking on water needs a radio show. He has a voice that sedates you. He would do well. He does, man. He's got that calm voice. Definitely. Heidi Clark says she loves the Walking on Water channel. Heidi Clark, we're gonna stop here for a minute and talk about Heidi Clark because she asked the question on the video, and I've got it written down here. She said, what did you think of the braid line? So as you know from the last video, I just and hold on, Sid Louis. Oh wait, no, I hadn't got this. I'm sorry, I'm looking at the wrong one. I'll get to use it in just a second, Sid. So I've used mono. I've been a mono fan forever, and I've tried braid. I was not happy with it, but I did go down to, now I did try when I did braid. All I had was a 50-pound braid because I was bass fishing. And, man, my voice is, excuse me, scratchy today. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. So I finally went down to the 12-pound braid. bonehead braid. Actually, I've got the yellow and the orange high vis, and man, I really like it. I've you know what? And that's, hold on, we got something else. So guys, I cannot see if the super chat comes in. I'll see it when I get back here, but I'm gonna show y'all something real quick. Let's share my screen again. So I shared a little bit of this on the video, but take a look at this. Let's see, it's right here actually. Let's make this bigger. All right. So if you'll watch right in here, I'm gonna cast out, and you're gonna see my line come down. I don't see that with mono. All right, but let's get moving here. Let me hide this thing. So if you'll watch, what happened? It froze. Hold on. Let me open this back up. It was playing, just wasn't. There we go. Okay. So if you watch right in here, you'll see my line come down. I'm playing with it right here, and then I'm about to cast it out. That's the big stump that I got caught on, and there it goes. So if you look right in here where my mouse is, do you see the line? With braid, I can see that line a lot better than I can with mono. Half the time I can't even see it on mono. Yeah, braid seems to hold air in there, which makes it a little more visible. And now I don't think I caught a fish here at all, but you'll see me. I'll cast back out in a second. You still see, well, it went away, but I can see my line right up in there. You're gonna see my pole here in a minute when I get hung. But give it just a second. There it is. Here you see I'm hung right there. There's my fishing pole coming down. And I'm gonna throw right out here. Well, that's where I'm talking about. Hey, look, you can see my pole on the video. Hold on. I'm about to throw out again. At some point. There it is. Okay. So I'm a little bit off on there, but look at the line right there. Can you see it? When you're on braid, you just see that line. It just gives it a little more. There's something in there that makes it to where you can see it on live scope, and I'm really liking that. Now, what I did was I put. Okay, why is that thing still playing? There it is. What I did was I put a mono leader on there. Much easier to tie, and much easier to, well, I can use my teeth, pop mono out. I got to use scissors or a knife or something to do the braid. But I will say I like the braid, Heidi. I know you were asking about that. I've become a fan for sure. So I will definitely be putting it on the other rods, the other reels that I have. Oh my gosh, my cat. I'm so sorry, guys. Anyway, yeah, it's good. I like it, Heidi. So thanks for asking for that question, and hopefully I answered it. I will be using more of it for sure. Okay, Russell says, started to catch a few on brush piles around 12 foot of water. 14 keepers yesterday morning, 7 largemouth. Wow, cool. 7-pound largemouth. Sweet. Gotta like that. I don't catch those largemouth all that often now here. I do in the springtime, but it's about the only time I do. So Walking on Water says he appreciates. Thanks, Mike. He appreciates you. And Heidi as well. I see it right there. Let's see. Slabbuster says it was 81 here, was 88 to 90 water temp. Really? So y'all haven't gone down much. And you're in Alabama, I believe, Slabbuster. Wow, so y'all still have high water temps up there. Interesting. You probably hadn't had the rain that we have. Sid Louis says priorities change when you retire. Hoorah. Yeah, you're right, brother. I guess so. What's up, 903? How you doing, brother? So Major Brown says water temps here in Chicago, 70 degrees. My gosh, that'd be awesome. That would be awesome. Just lost my place. Here we go. Andy Perry here in Bama feeling the effects of Hurricane Sally. Really? I haven't even seen where that hurricane is. I know there's something fixing to hit New Orleans. I don't know which one it is. Have we had that many hurricanes? We're already in the S's? We just had Laura come through here. Wow. Water was 89 2 weeks ago and 84, 85 today. All right. So, yeah, y'all are getting some sun or a little rain and cooler temperatures. Jackson, Mississippi, 89 and 91. Wow, man. Slab's asking what lake Andy fishes. He says Lake Lake. Okay. Yeah, Frank, that's a good point. Won't be long, and the 3-inch slim sticks will be hot. Man, I agree. They're working now, brother. Yeah, I like those things. Because as I've talked about before, I'll probably beat the point home. I take the stump bugs, I'll pull the legs off, make it a smaller profile during the summertime. But man, right now, I'm not even pulling the legs off. They're doing good. They're hitting big stuff. I actually used the slim stick the other day, and that's what I was using with the glow baits. And man, it worked well. It really did. So yeah, y'all look into bonehead baits if you haven't done so already. They're not perfect for everybody, but I will tell you they're perfect for me. We used them over in Tennessee. They worked well there as well. And man, you know what? Look at this. When you get old, your hair leaves. I don't know what that is. I used to have a whole bunch of. Anyway, sorry. I can see myself on a screen. Oh my gosh. At least I hadn't left here yet. But let's see. Some conversation with you guys there. Logan Martin. Yeah, okay, Uncle Bill, you are in Waco. That's right. I thought we had talked. I've had a lot going on. So Lake Waco, I've got to fish that area. I've never done that. It's 3 hours from me. We went up to Lake Aquila. Me and old fishing Ken and JT's All Outdoors fished that for a while one day. And I still got to get to Whitney. I've got to get to Lake Waco. I think that cat tournament originally had Lake Waco on the schedule, if I remember right, but I've never been there. So I do need to get there. So maybe we can get together at some point. Okay, wait, I missed okay, so Irene, here we go. I hate braid. Wait, let me try to do it like Irene. Sarge, I hate braid. I love Irene. She is awesome. Anyway, it gets tangled. Oh, I'm glad you said that. So that is the negative on the braid. The wind can blow and it will be wrapped around your line 50,000 times. That's the part about braid I cannot stand. Everything else, though, I'm really liking it. It gets tangled easily, and if you get hung, it doesn't break easy, and that's a good point. Now, I'll just say this, Irene and Heidi, that's why I use a 12-pound mono as well, because I can pull it. Most likely, I'm going to get my jig back. All I got to do is bend my hook back and keep going. But the whole thing about being able to see my line really, really helps out. And I'm pretty pleased with that. So, yeah. But you're right. It gets tangled so easy. Golly. Let's see. Scrolling through here. Okay, so Heidi, what do you? Because here you go. You said this, and that's what I was looking at a minute ago. Tell me what you think of the braid. Did you have it on one reel and mine on the other? So let me know what you think, Heidi. Just kind of curious. Lake Waco was 80 degrees. That's good. So hopefully this week I'll get in there. We have like a 78 degree. We'll find out. It's been a while, but Sid, one more name and bank for hurricane going to the Greek alphabet. Blake Hawk says, what color are you liking the moment? I'm going to show you. Let's see. Give me 1 second. I don't have any of my baits with me. It's not what I want. Hold on. Google and Bing. All right, let me get to the images. Oh, wait, you know what? Let me do this. Stump. So for me, here we go. All right, let me share my screen again. All right, so this right here is going to be, well, that's the wrong one, but that color, I'm not a big fan of the brush gliders. I haven't used them a lot in order to really like them, but that color is awesome for me. Let's see. Where's the other ones? It'd be a lot easier if I just typed them in, but I fear they show them. This one's done pretty good for me as well. That one right there. Looking for the name of it because I don't remember the name offhand. Well, that one, Palestine Special. This one right here, the Blue Ice, has been really good. And there's one more. Give me a second. And I'm not seeing it. I cannot think of the name of it, but it's blue top, white bottom. Oh, here, this is the other one. I'm sorry. That was the one I'm thinking of. If you can see that, there we go. Make it bigger. Well, I'm not looking for the eBay, but there we go. That is a awesome bait right now. So probably those four are the ones I'm going to use. Probably this one, the Paradise, which is the orange and yellow, and the Palestine Special are my favorite ones right now. Those are hitting. I'm not having any trouble. The Paradise, which was the orange and chartreuse, was killer the other day. So, all right, stop sharing the screen. So those are my favorite ones there, Blake, as of now. Let me find where you were. Man, I've lost it. Hold on. Okay. There he is, Blake. Okay. Okay, here we go. Here's a good question. What are my thoughts on the looks of the new ACC crappie jigs? Now, I've not used the bodies, so I cannot talk about that at all. I've used the jig heads, and I like them. So Blake and I used them with Andy in the boat there in Tennessee, and that's basically all we were using. I think, Blake, if I'm correct, you can let me know for sure, but I'm pretty sure that's all we used. And yeah, man, they were good. So he's got a couple things he's working out on that before they come out in the open and or to the public, not in the open, but to the public. And well, a couple things that he's not liking, and he's not gonna put them out till they're ready. So, but yeah, I like them. I like them really well. So made a little suggestion to him, and even Blake made a little suggestion on a pole that he's working on. So there may be a new pole coming out, thanks to Blake, and we'll see what happens. But yeah, I like them there, David and Nancy. I agree there, Sid. There's no bait that stays on longer than bonehead. They use a harder plastic than anyone. I agree, man. I've had some debates with people. Some people are telling me that their Bobby Garlands last longer, and man, I'll catch one or two fish with a Bobby Garland, they're gone. It's time to pull it off, put a new bait on there, and bonehead. I'd probably say. I just saw something coming up. Anyway, I'd probably say that I'm going to probably catch a good 20 to 25 fish on one plastic with bonehead. And so I really like that. Let me see if I can move my face down a little bit so that there we go. Okay, Uncle Bill says Aquila's on my list. The Navarro Mill's also good. Yeah, Aquila was good, brother. I've only been there once, and I've got a video on that. You can go back and look with Hook City and JT's All Outdoors, and we slayed them. I guarantee you we caught 75 fish. Now, they weren't all keepers, but they were hitting, man. They were hitting hard. We found one brush pile and probably stayed on that for about 2 hours, just pulling fish in. Those little suckers couldn't learn from their buddy disappearing. We dropped down there. We're both down there just dropping a jig in. One would hit it. We pull them up, chunk them off the side, and grab another one. They just kept filling up. It was amazing. I love that place. See, K2 saved my life. Haven't been able to catch fish in months. Talked to a local geologist who said the fish have all died because the overdose on what? Oh, fentanyl. What? Where's that at? Mark Williams, how you doing there, buddy? Good to see you. Mark's doing some good baits too. Get your website up yet, Mark? Mark Sloan says, what do you think is my favorite Stump Bug color? If I'm going to go with a favorite color, you know what? I've got two of them. I can't just do one, but Palestine Special. Now, this is where I fish. Okay, this is Lake Palestine. This is Lake of the Pines. Those two are the Lake. The Palestine Special is going to be number one for me. The what's it called? Paradise would be the orange, the one I called pumpkin in the video. Orange and chartreuse. Those are my two favorite bonehead colors. They just work. They work for me. They work well. So, but that's my water too. So, kind of give you an example, Mark. If you watch my video when I was in Tennessee, looking at the video that say Matt does with Wired for Crappie, I'm like, yeah, those lakes, they're about the same color. Well, they're not. Mine, I can get my jig down about almost a foot before I lose it. There at Watts Bar, it was 5.5 feet pretty much, and then I lost sight of it. So the water's a total different color. It's a lot deeper there than we have here. I think we were fishing, Blake, I believe we were fishing in 40 foot of water at one point. And so it's going to be a little different color, or different little a different color of water, so it means a different bait. So I mean, obviously check out what you're fishing in. But for me here in Texas, in my part of Texas, those are my two favorite colors. Ha, Irene, good imitation. Yeah, I tried, Irene. I can't do it like you. You're one of a kind. I love you to death. So I showed up in my wife's pink Cadillac the other day to meet her and give her something. It was kind of funny. So I called her. She was supposed to be meet me somewhere. I was like, where is she? So I called her up. She goes, are you in that pink Cadillac? I'm like, yes, ma'am. Anyway, Slab Buster says he was looking on Google Earth. Yeah, we do, man. Right here, I'm in Tyler, Texas. So right here, I've got, let's see, 15 minutes southeast of me is Lake Palestine. Southwest is going to be Lake Tyler. Hour, 45 minutes to an hour is going to be Lake of the Pines. That'd be northeast. I'm sorry. Northwest is going to be Lake Fork. I got Lake Tawakoni, about the same distance, 45 minutes to an hour. There's a whole bunch of smaller lakes. Yeah, we got a lot of lakes out here, but I have to say, nothing like they have in Tennessee. Man, those guys have lakes everywhere. But I love this area. My problem is time. You know, I get to go fishing. I get to go out and take off in the morning, go fishing, but it's just hard to be out there all day because I've got so much to do. So that's why I normally stay so close. But I am getting out soon. Hopefully, I'll hit Lake Levine this week, which is probably 2 hours northwest of me, and it will be a good time. That's the one we're having the tournament on for the veteran deal. So Mark asked me again or not again, but he's getting specific. So on Palestine, it's going to be those two, man. I can't go to one. I mean, I'm going to pull out a Palestine special. First of all, if they don't bite that, I'm going to the Paradise. So those are my two. But I guess since I go with Palestine special first, that's going to be my big one. Palestine special in Paradise. All right. If you use braid, you have to use a swivel on your leader or on your hook. I'm not sure if you're asking me the question or if that's a statement. So what I do is yes and no. I do use a swivel on my leader, but what I do is I put when I originally run it on the reel, I do about probably 4 feet of mono, and then I'll tie the braid and the mono together. That mono sticks so much better on your reel than the braid does. It's really hard to get that braid tightened down. And so what you'll have is you'll start fishing, especially if you get down toward the end of your braid, start fishing and it slips. So you're not able to reel the fish in with braid just because it's not tight. So what I do is I put the mono on first, do about 4 to 5 feet, and then I'll tie the mono to the braid and then run it in there. Now, on the end of the fishing portion, I do because if you've seen the way I do it, I'll put let me draw it. Give me a second, guys. Okay, so it'll be something like this. So this right here being my swivel, I put a bell weight that slides up and down, and then that would be my braid. That would be my mono. Well, that would be my mono there, and then my hook right in there. Hold on. Or my jig head. Let me do that. That makes it easier. So my jig. So that's going to be mono here. There's my swivel. I've got a bell, 1 or 2 bell weights, depending on how heavy this is. I've got a really light jig. I'm probably going to do a 1 or 2 or really heavy weight because I want to get it down there when I'm ready. If I throw that thing out 12 feet, it's going to drift in really, really slowly with a say a 1/16 ounce jig. If I do an 1/8 ounce, it's going to go faster. So what I do is I use that weight there to get it down. Sometimes I will put 2 weights in there, And I'll try to cover that again. I know I haven't done it in a while. I'll try to cover that again on my my next video. Okay, Heidi, you haven't put any line in your new reels yet. You're just trying to decide which one to use. You know what? I would do one with braid and do one with mono. See what you think. Hey, Walking on Water says crappie reaction bite. Tip: tie on a gold ball swivel 8 to 10 inches above your jig. When you swim the jig back, it looks like your jig is chasing a smaller minnow. Huh, that's a good point. Never thought about that. Wait, hold on. Walking on Water, I'll come back to you in just a minute. Here, let me click that on. Hook City TV. We got Fishing Ken in the house, brother. Thank you so much for the super chat. Want to make sure I stop in, support those who support me. Keep it going, Sarge. Can't stay tuned, but wanted to say what's up, brother. Hey, man, I'm going to get with you. I'm sending you a text this week so we can get fishing, or we can get working on that little tournament we're going to have on the 26th. So if y'all don't know this yet, and first of all, if you're still here, Ken, thank you so much for the super chat, brother. I appreciate it. But if y'all don't know, Matt and I, Matt Lazinas, Wire for Crappie, and Fishing Ken, Hook City TV, are going to have a little tournament. It's going to be 2 hours long. We're going to do the most fish that are 10 inches long and longer, so legal. And then at the same time, I think we're going to go ahead and weigh our fish as well. I got to check with Ken, see what kind of scale he has, make sure we have the same scales. And then we will go from there and just kind of, I don't know, we're working on the rules, but it's going to be a 2 hour long thing. We're going to do it just like this on StreamYard, to where I can bring our Ken, whoever's doing whatever channel we're doing it on. We may do it on Matt's, we may do it on Ken's, I don't know, but whoever's hosting, we all call in. So you've seen the videos before where I'll have say Matt on here, or if you were on my birthday last year, I had like 5 people in here at one point. So we're going to do 3 this time to make sure it works. We may do it again later with more people. So yeah, it's going to be fun. I'll let you guys know here soon what's going on with that. But yeah, it's going to be a good time. And while we're there, Blake Hauk, I appreciate you, buddy. Thank you so much. Oh, it didn't pop up. There we go. Well, that didn't go up. There we go. Blake Hauk, thank you for your donation as well. Again, this goes to crappie fishing, brother. We're going to keep it on the lake. And so, Blake, I'm looking forward to you coming down here to Texas, buddy. And we're going to show you some fun down this direction. So it's going to be fun. Thank you, bud. I appreciate it. Yeah, Fishing Ken, man, I appreciate. Oh, sorry. I'm looking up and getting your post from before. What are we talking about now? So again, I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much. Okay, so back to Walking on Water. That's a good point. I've never tried that, so that's a good little point to try. I may try that. I don't have any gold swivels, to be honest with you, but I may look at getting some. Can't hurt. You know what I mean? Seems like you know what you're doing out there in North Carolina. So, Mike, okay. So this was my whole point, Mike. I've got glasses. These are my ones that I wear when I'm not on the computer, and they've got bifocals in them. And man, I have one heck of a time trying to tie knots. The older I get, the less I can see. I've gone to the high vis line on that, and man, I'm going to tell you that high vis braid. What I do is I'll loop it through my swivel or whatever I'm tying it to, and I'll pull a whole bunch out. I can twist it at that point and be able to keep a loop in there so I can feed it back through. It's made it pretty easy. I was very impressed with it when I used it the other day. So can't hurt to try there, Mike. Plus you get hung up a lot. You're right, but normally you're going to get your jig back. Oh, Sid said that as well. Okay, hold on. Let me go back for a minute. Sid said if you use braid, you have to use a swivel on your leader or your hook. And you don't have to. You can tie them together. There's some knots that will get them together, and be strong. But anyway, that's where he comes into. It's called Cajun cricket. So I've not heard of that term, but that's, if I'm reading that right. Maybe I'm missing. Maybe I'm putting two comments in together that aren't supposed to be there. But so you're talking about the color, okay? Let's see. So Blake likes the white and chartreuse as well. Good color. I cannot remember the name of that thing. For the life of me, I'm terrible at names of baits. If they don't have it printed on the deal, I forget what it is. So anyway, but yeah, you know which one. That's why I showed y'all, because I'm not gonna start throwing the wrong names out there. Let's see. Heidi said it just got a bunch of stump bugs from Bonehead. I have most of the colors. Good. You know, there are some colors I don't use in there. I've bought a few that just really are not good for me down here. But that's the great thing about Bonehead is they're getting stuff out, which, you know, every company does, but Bonehead does it. They're getting stuff out for the different parts of the nation, and that's the good thing, because what I use here may not be what they're using in Tennessee. It may not be what they're using in Alabama or Wisconsin. You know what I mean? So Mike says crappie nibbles give you dementia. I think I already got that, my friend. Uh-oh, Cowboy Roy, how you doing, Dimitri Norwood? Man, I saw you guys, and I should have told Ken that too a minute ago if he's still on here. Oh my gosh, I just saw another comment. You said I just left Palestine. Dadgum, boy. Anyway, man, that video y'all had dove hunting looked amazing. Looks like y'all had a good time. I know you didn't have a bunch of birds, according to Ken, but you know what? Sitting out there in the middle of nowhere, that's fun. Shooting things. Then you get to eat them. That's the other good thing. So cool, man. Glad to have you on here as always, buddy. Heidi says, talking to Mike, I always seem to aim for stumps and trees. Yeah. As you can tell, I do the same thing. So Blake Hawk says Bobby Garland baits make more money for super glue than Walgreens. Yeah, man. I'm not a fan of Bobby Garland. Well, I don't have anything against Bobby himself, but yeah, Bobby Garland baits. There's another one. Yep, it don't last long. One short strike from crappie will pull your pants down. It will. There's Dimitri saying just left Palestine. I appreciate the phone call there, my friend. I don't know if you meant Lake Palestine or Palestine, but Palestine is only 45 minutes from me. So next time you go to Palestine, you give me a call. Let's see. Okay, somebody asked, I missed it, but I'm thinking somebody asked about a website from Mark, and maybe it was me. I know I said something. He said just on Facebook so far, called Crappie Killers. I guess you're talking about your deal. I'm not positive, Mark, but yeah, he is selling some jig heads that are jig bodies that he does. So make sure you check him out. Let's see. Michael Lawrence, how you doing from Greensboro, North Carolina? Good to see you on here, my friend. Bobby Garland, one fish plastic. Yep. Okay, so now I'm back down to Ken's. What are we talking about tonight? Hey, buddy, we're talking about everything we see we can talk about. Let's see. Oh, just lost my place. No, I didn't. Just thought I was pulling a Matt Zenas. Okay, cool. Yeah, I saw you. If you're still here, Ken, we're waiting on text. I'll do that tomorrow. In fact, let me do this. I'm making my list. Okay. Get that done. Matt Norman, how you doing, sir? Good to have you on here. So Slab Buster says he's been using braid for about 10 years now. So I haven't. I've used it and not been happy with it, but that's just it. That's just me. I like it now. Now that I'm using live scope, I'm really liking it. But Mark says he's braid straight to jig for him. Don't need a mono leader. It just is, for me, it is easier to tie with a mono leader, which is kind of why I do that. So let's see. Crappie Day fish on. My old eyes have had some luck with Tie Pro line. Oh man, you know what? Hold on. Oh, I took it out. Okay, I've got one of those Tie Pro things. I bought it one time to try it, and quite honestly, I just keep forgetting to use it. I've used it once, and yeah, didn't use it again. But I've tried that thing, and yeah, it's pretty good. The problem is it doesn't work for bigger jigs. You gotta have the right size jig for it to work right, and so that's kind of why I quit using as much as, like I say, as much as I did. I use it 2 or 3 times probably, and but I was using bigger jigs, and it was just hard to work on. So I do need to try it again. Okay. So Mike says I'm upgrading brakes and on vehicles. On my vehicle, been rebuilding. If I can pull it off in time, I'll volunteer. Hey, Mike, if you can, man, just go on the Crappie Anglers of Texas, if you can do it, and excuse me, send them a contact deal and say that you can do it. So I think they're still looking for 4 boats. If I do it, I'll be number 3, or when I do it, I'll be number 3. So, or I'll be 1, so they'll need 3 more. So, yeah, for sure. Let them know. That'll be Saturday from, let me figure out what I did with that. Here it is. 7 a.m. We meet at Cullen Park Marina on Lake Lavon, and by 8 we'll be fishing. Come back at noon. So and we'll just kind of hang out and have a good time with all the guys. So let's see. Sid Louis says color of yellow and white is neon lightning. Man, that doesn't sound familiar. That may be it. The part of that does. Lightning. Okay. But yeah, thank you. Mark Williams' Facebook name is Crappie Killers. Oh, I got you. Okay. Oh, here, Heidi. This is it. Heidi put it on Stump Bug color, White Lightning. That is it. That's the name of the deal, White Lightning. So you were close there, Sid, and thank you for putting it up there. I knew part of that sounded right. I just couldn't remember. White Lightning. Yes, that is the one I like there. So Trent says, run the double cross jigs. The baits will last forever. I'll have to try those out. I've not tried them out before. I'll just find everything I needed in the bonehead, man. That's pretty much all I use is going to be bonehead or hand ties. So from Dave and Nancy Crappie, drew a blank. They're up at the top. Hold on. Why can't I? Creek Water Crappie Company. Yes, I've got some jigs from them. I've done my own hand ties, and I got a friend that does some. And those are pretty much the only baits I use out here, and I've had a good time with them. So I haven't needed to try something else. I hate to buy something, and it just sits there. So I see Heidi said, oh no, Trent said Matt uses them. Okay. I'll have to try them out. I've just never tried them. Oh, here we go. Mark Williams says there's his Facebook deal. So I guess you're doing here, let me pop that up and see exactly what it is. And I think that's yeah, okay. Yeah, that's your bait page. Perfect. There we go. I'll check it out. Back here, let me like it. Cool. It's light. Camo Joe, how you doing, man? Good to see you in here. David Wall, better late than never. Hey, brother. No, you're fine, man. I know you got people have things to do. So, oh, here we go. Major Brown. If you use a leader without a swivel, try the Alberto knot to join two lines. Super easy. Guys, I am so bad at knowing the names of knots. I can tie them. I just don't ever remember them. That's the sad part. I don't remember what the name of it is. And so here, let me write that down too. I'm going to go check it out, see if that's the one I'm using. It's called Alberto knot. I'm going to have a big old long. Come on, let's go. A big old long list of things to do, things to look at. Okay, well, Joseph asked, what do I like better in braid, yellow or orange? You know, I haven't figured out if I like one better than the other one. I wish I remember what I was fishing with in that video. I don't think it's going to matter, to be honest with you. I think that that the braid holds a little air in the line, so it does sink a little slower, but it shows what where it is on the screen. For tying, I think the yellow is going to be easier for me with my old age, but the orange looks cooler. But yeah, I don't know, man. I really don't know. I got to play. I only fished with it that one time, that one day. And so hopefully this weekend I'll play with some more and see what I like. But at that point, I can let you know. Right now, like I said, the yellow is going to be easier for me to tie. All right. Man, looks like I'm toward the end. Hey, Blake. Blake says, have a good night, everybody. Tight lines. Have a good night, my friend. Thanks for joining on here. Thanks for your super chat. And I'll be talking to you here soon, buddy. Hey, by the way, I got the letter in the mail today, Blake. So thank you, sir. So, well, guys, I don't really have anything else that I'm going to talk about tonight. Unless y'all have something, I'll leave it open just for a minute. But kind of talked about different things. Well, y'all keep in mind. Or keep looking. If you're on Facebook, if you're not on Facebook, or if you are on Facebook, you're not friends with me, feel free to join either or both. You can do a Sleep at the Reel on Facebook, or you can friend me, Chris Sarge Gill. I'll post it out here. And I'm the only one out there. And so feel free to. Did it go? There it goes. I'm the only one out there on Facebook with that name. And so once we get information on the ACC owners tournament, then we will, I'll be putting that stuff out. If you have a business and you want to sponsor it, feel free to get in touch with me. And we're looking for sponsors for it. But yeah, we'll, I just saw another thing that I missed up here, but yeah, anyway, so yeah, I'll put some more information on it. Okay, going back to Bobby Garland, Slabbuster says Bobby Garland's don't want the base to last. It's called job security. That's funny. Okay, I've not heard of that one. The blue braid. That's going to be interesting. I have to check that out. Irene says, I'll be hearing from her by mail. I appreciate that. Joseph, good night, sir. Thanks for being on here. Good night, Irene. And Heidi says, thanks for the answer. All right, guys, I don't see anything new coming in right now. So I'm going to go ahead and stop it. Hour, 10 minutes. My voice is getting a little weak right now. Oh, hold on. Okay, Walking on Water says, well, it hadn't popped up over here, but so I can't highlight it yet, but says, oh, there it is right there. Okay. All right, going to do a DIY live scope for ones that don't want to buy one. Interesting. All right, like to see that one. Definitely. James Saunders says good night as well. So, guys, y'all have a good night, guys and gals, and love y'all as always. Thanks for being part of the channel. Thanks for, guys. I'm gonna show you this real quick. Hold on, or let me tell you this. Hopefully, you can still see me. So yeah, we 2106 right now is what our subscriber count is, and guys, we need to bump that up. So if y'all can share these videos that we have out there, I feel funny sharing them sometimes, but if you find one you like, by all means share it out there. Even one of the old ones, share it to your Facebook. Let's get some more people watching and more subscribers, build the family, and go from there. So I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good night, great week, and Trent 338 Lapua rules, right? That's it. But anyway, guys, thank y'all so much, and we will see y'all next Monday. Thanks for the super chats and just the participation tonight. It really makes it easy when you guys are talking. It's hard for me to think of things to talk about. So anyway, I appreciate it, guys. Y'all have a good night, and we'll talk to y'all next week.